Hey y'all, welcome to the Blessed Southern Nest, or welcome back if you're returning. Today is a fall-like morning in Kentucky and I am loving it. Last week we had heat indexes in the hundreds and I barely left my house and it was so hot. I didn't want to do anything. Y'all know how that goes, but on rainy mornings like this, I just get inspiration and I'm ready to go. So today we're going to tackle just my utility room, my living room, and my kitchen. So I'm so glad to have y'all join me today. Of course, y'all know if you've been here long, I start my day with some coffee and the word of the Lord. I am reading in Isaiah right now, so I got that finished. And then we got started on a load of laundry. I've been keeping my laundry pretty well caught up, but my bedclothes needed cleaned. So that's what I'm doing today, is getting my bedclothes washed. And we got this new Samsung set washer and dryer about a year ago, and I love it. And now we're just going to start working on my utility room, my laundry room. Y'all know I've done a video about this before. Somehow, this room, and it's not even a room, y'all, it's like a closet. It gets messier than any room in the house. And I think it's because I can just throw stuff in there and like close the door and hide it, if that makes any sense. So it needed it today. It needed to be gone through, things that were in there that needed to go to the garage. I don't even know why they were in my utility room. Stuff in there that I don't even use. Like I had garbage disposal cleaner. Y'all, I don't have a garbage disposal. I don't know what that was doing in there. So anyway, we're just going through and we're going to clean up, kind of get all this arranged the way we want it. Just get those shelves dusted off. And then, of course, I just start putting stuff back. And then I wipe down my washer and my dryer. It desperately needed it. I didn't do the inside. I need to do the inside of my washer, because if you saw when I was throwing that laundry in, there's a lot of detergent buildup on like around the rim. I need to do that. But anyway, I didn't get to that on this day. So we're just getting all that done up. I have to be a little more careful when I'm on the washer because I have it going and I've been known to press buttons and mess the whole load up. So we're going to get all that finished and then we're going to move on to my kitchen. So I'm just sweeping up some of that fuzz and junk that's around the front of the washer and dryer. It needs pulled out and it needs mopped, but I didn't get to that. And here's what that looks like when it's finished. So much better. Now it's time to tackle this kitchen. It's not really too bad. I've been keeping up with my housework quite a bit lately, so I'm really proud of myself. But I decided on this day I was going to rearrange. Y'all, my husband says that unless it is bolted down, I will move it. I just get into these funks during the day sometimes where I just decide it's not working out the way I want it to. So I go ahead and rearrange things all the time, except my bedroom. My bed is too heavy for me to do on my own. So usually I don't rearrange my bedroom very often. Look at that nasty trash can. I did clean this in this video, but I don't think there's any footage of that. First thing I'm doing is cleaning out underneath my kitchen sink. It was a mess. It needed rearranged. There's a lot of organization in here. And y'all, I think when I was done with this kitchen, I took out 2 bags of trash because I threw out stuff that I didn't need. I condensed stuff down, and like I had 2 big old bottles of Dawn dish soap, the industrial size, and I went through and I just put both of those. They were both half bottles, so they both went into one bottle. Please remember, this trailer, this mobile home that we live in is 27 years old. And other than the renovations we have done to it, no renovations have ever been done. Have to put that little bowl down there because sometimes my dishwasher will leak right there. And so we put that down there just so it won't ruin what cabinets we have left. My little over the door shelf basket didn't fit because my husband made us new doors. So I'm just going to stick it in my sink, not my sink, y'all. my dish drainer that I keep, even though I now have a dishwasher, I still keep that strainer just because sometimes if there's too many for the dishwasher, I'll wash them. Now I'm just going through all the junk that came out of the cabinet, out of the utility room, and we're throwing empty boxes away, just getting all that stuff cleaned up right there. Next, I went ahead and wiped down my stove. It didn't do me really any good. I had to go back and do that later, which I don't show y'all, because at this point, I'm going to start just decluttering my cabinets a little bit. They needed this because the plates we usually use are these plastic plates from Walmart. They're like 50 cents a piece, and they weren't on the bottom shelf where they should have been, and I have so many coffee cups, y'all. I'm addicted to coffee in the mornings. Only 1 cup though, because I can't have a lot of caffeine, but I do want my coffee in the morning. So again, just kind of arranging all this stuff, getting all my everything arranged, because we're going to take out one of our pantries, this one right here. So I'm getting it all cleaned out. I'm going to put that in another room in the house. For now, it's going to the living room, but I think it's either going to go to the guest room or my craft room for additional storage. And I had so little in these cabinets that I knew I had room in other places. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just putting everything where I need it to go. And the reason I'm taking it out is because my kitchen felt so cramped and I needed a little more room in here. So I am, of course, here just going through and picking up everything off the floor that needs picked up and cleaning off this table. And then we're going to start rearranging because it just felt cramped in here to me. I didn't like it. I like it to be open more. It's still cramped, but I have a little more walkway space. So that makes it feel not as cramped to me. So y'all, you all know that I'm a chatterbox. So if you watch my videos, 90% of them are going to be me chatting away. My husband and I were talking. I'm looking for a work from home job. And he said, babe, you need something where you can talk, because you can talk to anyone and it doesn't matter who they are, which is true. So y'all know, if you've been around here, you know that I'm a very chatty person. And most of you tell me that you like that. You would rather have the chatting over the music. This pantry here is the one that is full. So it is so hard to move. It's got canned goods in it. It's got all of our food in it. So this one was harder to move, but I just kind of put it over in the corner, catty cornered. I'm not doing a lot to that wall yet because that is the only wall. That's the final wall in the kitchen that has to be done. And then we get to put our floor down and our trim, and our kitchen will be done. And I'm so excited about that. I was going to leave my microwave on this little rolly island that I have, but I don't have a plug-in over there, and I did not want to run an extension cord. So after we get our table moved over here, and this is where I originally wanted my table. After we get my table moved over here, I'm going to clear off a space on the workbench that has taken the place of cabinets in my kitchen. And we're just going to put it over there. And then I'm going to put my knives and my can opener on it. And I'm going to bring my Keurig over there because I thought about making that little rolly island a coffee bar. But again, no plugins where I have it. So we're just going to stick that right there. We're just going to get all this cleaned off. I thought that this microwave was going to make this look really cluttered, but I don't think it does. The way I have it on there, I don't have a whole lot of things on there on the workbench, so I don't think it does. And I just decided to go ahead and just decorate that little island up. Now, I need to fix the faux drawer that is in it because it keeps falling out every single time I move it. But yeah, you know how that goes. Now I'm just going to put up this gather picture that my mom got me last year from the Hobby Lobby for Christmas. It's been in my living room, it's been in my bedroom, and now it is in my kitchen. It was originally bought for my kitchen. But when I had my hutch in here, I had nowhere to put it because this is the only place that can take a bigger picture like that. So now it is in its original place that it was supposed to be a year ago when it was bought. She let me pick out my own Christmas present. So yeah, I picked it out specifically for this space right here. So now we're just getting everything cleaned off the table. And y'all, I had some curtains I was not using, and part of it was the Valance valance, however you say. And I used it as a table runner. And it was the perfect size, and I think it turned out super, super cute on that. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. Tried to move the potatoes, and y'all look. Of course I made a mess. It wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mess. So we're just going to get all those picked up and put those where they go. Now I'm just going to go through and wipe down the counters and the workbench there. And I do clean out my garbage can, but I do not let y'all see it because it was disgusting. I was so ashamed that it had got to that state. But it did get cleaned out. My husband came home and he was like, "What has gotten into you today?" Because everything was clean. And he was so excited. I mean, not that I don't clean, but like deep cleaned. Like when he opened the garbage can, he couldn't believe how clean it was. So here's the kitchen. It's all finished. There's still a few things that need to be put away. Still a lot of work that needs to be done in here, but we are getting so close on this, and I am so excited for it all to be done. We have that one wall, some trim, the floor, and right there above the utility room. You could see, I forgot, y'all, I was going to show you us doing the backsplash wall, but my husband did it while I was at church. So it was a surprise to me, and I didn't get to film that. So this is the kitchen. It's all done. Like I said, a lot of work still to be done, but it is looking much better than it was before. And now I feel like I have more room in here to do the things I want to do. Now we're just gonna, this is a little longer of a video. I hope that's all right with y'all, and again with the chatting, but we're gonna move right into the living room, which was not bad at all. It just had a few things that needed to be cleaned up, but again, I'm going to rearrange. So we're gonna start by getting this shelf and my gather sign down, because right here is where I decided this is the temporary home for the other cabinet. I don't know that it's going to stay there, but that's the temporary home. And then we're going to move my TV right now is by the little sidewall that we made. And we're going to move that. And then I'm going to put my couch right here. I had my couch here for a couple weeks and I didn't really like it. And so I don't really know why I've moved it back when I didn't like it in the first place. But we're going to live with it a couple weeks and see if it grows on me. I don't know about y'all, but again, I love to rearrange furniture. If I get into a mood where I want something different, that's what I do. So we are on a one income right now. My husband's income went down, honestly, 60 to 70% when we came off the road. And I'm not working at the moment. So when I want something different, I will usually rearrange a room because then it feels new to me, and that's probably really silly, but then it feels new to me and it feels like I have something different. You know what I mean? So that's why I rearrange a lot, and it's in my genes. My mom and my aunts and my cousins, all of them, we all, on my mom's side, we all rearrange a lot. So it is in my blood, but I'm just getting it kind of to the way that I want it. To be quite honest with y'all, I didn't show you, but the cabinet from the kitchen got moved probably 6 to 8 times because I just could not figure out where I wanted it. And then it just eventually went right back to where it is now. So that's why that's all that I showed y'all. So just getting the TV all set up the way it's supposed to go. I do decide to move this little table that has the fall market sign on there. That is a project that my husband and I built together. It is rough. It is rustic, but I love it. And I love it, this one right here that I'm moving. I love it because we did it together. We went out into the garage. We had no plans. We just kind of figured it out as we went. And this time, it wasn't just him doing it. He had me to help him do it. So haven't decided if I'm going to stain it yet because I'm not sure what the living room exactly is going to be when we start redoing it. But you know, that'll eventually come. I blurred out my TV because I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, and yeah. This little chair I got from the Goodwill for $4. This is not its permanent home either, but I loved it, and I bought it, and I was going to redo the cushion part, the seat part, but my mom was like, no, leave the orange. It looks so cute. So we'll see how that goes too. Y'all know me. I can change my mind in the blink of an eye and just decide to do something different and do it. So now just getting everything set up. My husband's dirty table. Every night I go to bed, it's clean. I wake up the next morning and it is a mess. Anyone else's husband like that, or is it just mine? Yeah. I am going through and just kind of little bit decorating the top of this cabinet here. And I am going to, once I get all my fall decor out, give y'all a fall home tour. But now we are just sweeping everything up. A lot of what is in my home for decoration is either bought from the Dollar Tree or it is items from the Dollar Tree that I have redone. But we will go through that in a fall home tour and I'll show y'all what I have made and what I have bought. So here we are vacuuming and we are really at the end of the video, y'all. I have chatted your ears off. I apologize if that is something you don't like. Please let me know in the comments below because I do want to give y'all content that you want to watch and that you want to listen to and not just content to have content. I hope that makes sense. So here we are in the final reveal of our living room. Again, there's our little table. I love it just because I think we built it together. But anyway, I'm going to try to quit chatting. There's Bristol. I hope that you all have an amazing, amazing day, amazing rest of the week. Y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and y'all are in my prayers. Even if I just call you my friends from YouTube, you are in my prayers, and I appreciate y'all more than you will ever know for helping me get this channel off the ground. So y'all have an amazing week. Remember, y'all, Jesus loves you. Just remember that. If you're having a bad day, just remember Jesus loves you. Thanks, y'all. I will see you next week with another new video.